The world can be a busy place. People scurrying from here to there, people trying to live their own lives and sometimes failing miserably at it. People having difficulties, people frustrated, some people succeeding, and then only to find that something happens that kind of changes the whole trajectory of their lives. I'm surrounded by that every day. I get hundreds of people who write to me with difficulties that they'd like me to address on this program. And I've been doing some kind of speaking, podcasting or radio or whatever, something in media since 1971. It's been a long time. And I've addressed just about every problem and difficulty that you can think of, a lot of my own actually. And I realize that that list only gets longer. It only gets more difficult. And there are people out there, you may be one of them, who feel so frustrated that they don't know where to turn, they don't know who to have help, they don't know exactly what course to take. Difficult. And as I go through my emails, and I have to be honest, I don't get through all of them. There are just too many, and I don't have help with them. You know, people say, well, you should have someone on your staff. I don't have a staff. You know, I have people that work in the ministry with us, but everybody's got their own things to do. I don't have anybody helping me with this. And I realize that there are a lot of people with very real problems who kind of get, well, stuck in the cracks. Wish I could help everybody. But there is one thing that I want to share with you today. And it's a simple scripture that says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. That's it in a nutshell. It really is. Easy to say, difficult to do. I get that. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. In other words, bring everything to him and put your trust, all of your trust, your heart trust in him. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Don't play the games. I could have, I should have, I would have. All of those games are so self-destructive. My own understanding, I should be doing this, I could be doing that. In all your ways, acknowledge him. In other words, realizing that your path has to include him or it's not going to be successful. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. He will. It's a promise. So ultimately, you don't need my advice, and I'm happy to give it when I can. And I pick and choose different ones that I respond to. But folks, this is the bottom line. It really has to do with, where do I place my trust? Where do I endure with my trust? Whose hands am I in? Am I leaning on my understanding, or is my heart trusting? Good question for all of us to answer today. Don't forget, you are blessed. Go and be a blessing.